Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for February 19th, 2015. We're going to have our system that was affecting the area last night with that line of snow squalls and snow showers and moved across our area from west to east. This is the associated low pressure system is not going to move up into New England. Cold front is now well off the coast here by the time we get to Thursday morning, so there's going to be some very cold air coming in here. Some breezy conditions today, and we will have some snow chance for some snow flurries and snow showers, especially in the afternoon here. You can see some of those popping up here. These will be very light, so we're not talking about any kind of accumulations. Wouldn't be surprised if somewhere got a quick coating on the ground or something, but for the most part, this is just a very light snow showers or flurries, and that's just some rotating bands coming off of Lake Ontario, mostly rotating around this low pressure system. So not a big deal at all. The big deal is going to be as we get into Thursday night. Now, you're not going to be able to see this and to get it early Friday morning. You got high pressure moving in from our west here. Very strong high pressure at that. Of course, winds around high pressure are like this. Around the low pressure that's sitting up here from Canada, winds are coming in like this. So this is just a straight shot of polar air coming in from Canada, and it's going to be very, very cold as we get into Friday morning. Matter of fact, I think we're going to be actually setting record lows again on Friday morning and maybe even Saturday morning. Here is the NAM high res. This is the latest run of the NAM high res, and this is getting worse and worse every run here. Now, I didn't go as aggressive in the East Central PA forecast region, which I cover, which is this region right here. I did not go with it as aggressive as some of these low temperatures that are shown here, of as low as -7, -8 here from Allentown over to Lebanon. I did not go that low as far as low temperatures. We're actually projecting about -5. So I think the model is a little bit overdone here. But if this is any indication, if this model is anywhere near correct, you're talking about temperatures about -4, -5 in Philly. Definitely below zero. I mean, you're looking at definitely below zero down here, near zero or slightly below, into South Jersey and Delaware. It actually has a reading up here, up in Mount Pocono, of -14. I don't think we're going to get quite that cold, but again, it wouldn't shock me. Nothing shocks me anymore with the weather, it really doesn't. But very cold temperatures here in the negative teens as we get back here into northern Pennsylvania here, so I would not be surprised to see that at all. But we did do the sensible thing here. Went with -5 here, East Central PA. I do see, maybe -8, -9 some places up in this area here, but negative teens is going to be a little bit of a stretch. But we'll see. Definitely going to be cold, whether it's -10 or -5. It doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Okay, let's get back to the forecast map here. We're going to go from Friday onward because we have another system that's going to come in for the weekend, and this is going to be very interesting. First of all, this high pressure here that was to our west here on Friday is going to slide to the east, and that's actually going to be detrimental for our chances at snow. And why is that? Because you have high pressure sitting out here to our east. Rotating air around high pressure is in a clockwise fashion. So guess which direction this is coming from? It's sitting in this position. From the south. That's where the warmth is. So you're going to have warm air advection coming in here. It's not going to be a right away thing. It's going to be easing in here. So you will get, again, plenty of cold air in place. I do think you're going to get a front end thump of snow here before we change over to rain, and I do think you're going to have a period in between, not that long duration of a freezing rain. So we're talking about icing a little bit, but we're not talking about anything major. I do think this quickly goes from snow once it transitions, or once it change over from snow to something else, whether it be sleet or freezing rain. That transition period is going to be very quick to rain. Okay, so it's not going to be a long transition. And here's the GFS showing that. Here's the snow moving in here, and this is going to be Saturday evening. By the time we get to midnight here, you got the freezing rain getting up to our central areas already, from just north of Harrisburg over to Lehigh Valley up to northern New Jersey, still snowing there, going over to sleet and freezing rain in the middle of the night, and then we got rain everywhere in our coverage area. Reason why? You have low pressure here that's going to track to our west. Every time you have low pressure that tracks to the west, this is the warm side of the low pressure. So warm air advection will come in on this side of the front. Also, you have this side of the low pressure, and also you have, of course, this high sitting out here, which is also sending warm air this way. So you're going to get into the 40s, maybe even 50 as you get down here to Philadelphia and points south and east. Would not be surprised to see that. I think central areas might even get in the mid-40s. Once this low pressure passes, then we will go back to the cold again. But you see what here's this area that got a lot of snow. Look what's going on up here in Boston. That, folks, is green. So I really am concerned about these guys up here. Had such a tremendous, I mean, there's over 6 feet of snow on the ground. 6 feet. And then you're going to have rain on top of that, and 40s. So it's not looking like a very good situation up here in the Boston area this weekend. Hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed for the best for them. And then the system will continue off to the northeast. The cold front that's associated with it will finally work its way through, and we will get colder here as we get into Monday and Tuesday, and we're going to begin to dry out again. But again, we're going to be stuck in the 20s for highs. Normal high for this time of year is in the 40s for most areas, at least low 40s. So we're talking about temperatures in the 20s. We're staying well below normal once again, and that's looks like it's going to be a theme going forward for a little while until we can break out of this pattern. I don't know that this is going to continue at this intensity for very long, but I do think we stay below normal. Even if it's only by a couple degrees, we're going to still stay below normal for the foreseeable future, maybe even through the middle of March. We'll have to see how that works out. We'll try to get the long-range update done today so we can see what what we're looking at going ahead into the month of March. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for February 19th, 2015. Have a great Thursday.